G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at installing some apps on Windows 10 in the Virtualbox. So let's have a look. I just thought while I've done a Virtualbox, a Windows 10 Virtualbox install, I might as well go the extra mile and show you a couple of little things that I've found out about installing packages on Windows 10 to make the process a little bit easier. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is looking at a couple of sites here. Not that one. Documents. Okay, so the first one is a Chocolatey. I will show you both websites first. On first startup, we had this Microsoft Edge claiming it's faster than Firefox and Google Chrome. Well, I beg to differ. All right, let's get my mouse in on the mat properly. Alrighty, so we've got two websites here. We've got Chocolatey and we have Ninite. Now, Ninite you can download, get your Ninite, and it'll download and you run the installer and you upgrade. I think this thing updates any of these that you wish to install. Pick the apps you want and then you install. I believe that's how it works. I haven't really used it. Just thought I would showcase this a bit in the video, but the one I'm going to be using is Chocolatey because that's the one I'm most familiar with. So what we're going to do is first off install Chocolatey. What we need to do is you can install, I believe, in the command line or with a PowerShell. It used to be just PowerShell to start with, but now it just has a command line one. So what I need to do here is right click here and start, actually no, just type CMD for command line, right click that and run as administrator because I need to do that. I need to put my password in because that's the way I've got my Windows set up. I'm running as a standard user, and we need to highlight all this, just make sure we're fully to the left there, and highlight this whole thing, copy that and paste. So you right click and it automatically pastes anyway, and enter and run that and let it run. So what this is going to do is to packages. If we go to packages, the Chocolatey Community Package Repository, the packages found in this section of the site are provided, maintained and moderated by the community. Every version of each package undergoes a rigorous moderation process before it goes live that typically includes security, consistency and quality check-in, installation testing, virus checking through VirusTotal, human moderators who give final review and sign-off. So, yep, I understand that. So this is what we have here is the Chocolatey. Now I'm just waiting for this to install first. So, okay, so we need to close and reopen the shell more than likely. So let's do that. So let's run CMD again and run that as administrator. So now that that's installed, hopefully it's installed, we'll just check it out first. Now I've got my own little list of apps here. So in Chocolatey you have a certain amount of maintained packages in here. Now what you may have is some applications which are trial applications, and they'll let you trial it for a short amount of time, or they'll have restrictions on them. And then there are complete free versions. So the ones that I'm going to show you are definitely not trial ones, they are complete free ones. So the first one that we're going to do is 7-zip. So once you get used to this, you'll pretty much know what the commands are to install them anyway. So 7-zip. So you got Choco install 7-zip. So copy that and right click and that'll paste, and already you can see that it's installing. So in effect, what you can do is if you ever need to install some things for friends or Windows for friends, which is what I do. Yep, that's... Oh, sorry, yes. We want to install that. So 7-zip is just a unzips zip files. Chocolatey installed 3 of 3 packages, blah blah blah. So 7-zip should be installed. Let's have a look. And there's 7-zip. And there it is there. So that's installed. So as you can see, that's pretty handy. Now, the other thing, I'm not going to show you all the applications. I just want to show you roughly how it works. And you could make yourself a list of these. And then you, and also you, if you had a notepad document like this, and on the install, you could just, so if we go to home, Chocolatey home, and then go back to install, if you copy and paste this into a notepad, and then you don't even have to go online to install things, because you can just run as administrator, copy and paste that and install Chocolatey, and then you could, the list of applications that you know that work. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to do that. So the applications you know that work, you don't even have to come to this website. You could just run those from and copy and paste them from your text document. So you could do all that from a text document and copy and paste into your command line, and you wouldn't even have to visit the internet. So number one, you're secure straight away because you're not trolling the internet for packages or applications. And once you know all these commands, they're quite easy to do. So the other thing that I wanted to show you with Chocolatey is, if I can find it, I think it was under probably frequently asked questions, I believe. Let's have a look. No, documents probably. Okay, so if we go down here to commands, was it commands or was it something else? Oh, it's here, commands. Upgrade. So you can go Choco upgrade, or you can just upgrade a package or a list of packages. You can use cup. So cup is short for Choco upgrade. So what you could do is if we went CUP 7-zip, that would go out and see if there's an upgrade for 7-zip. So there's 0 of 1 packages. So 7-zip is the latest version available based on your sources. So you could go through and upgrade, and you can just put, you can just go cup 7-zip space, and then your next package, and space, and your next package, and you could update a whole lot in one go. So that's easy to do. So and let's install a couple more packages and we'll have a look at that. Let's go back to Chocolatey and packages. So the next package we could install is one called CD Burner XP, and that writes CDs and DVDs to a Blu-ray or whatever, or a DVD writer. So it's a very good one because I've used it before. It works well. So we could just go Choco install CD burner XP. So copy that, right click, and it'll paste it. Just press enter. So this is effectively like a Linux package manager, and also we have the Linux type. Well, it's not a Linux package manager. It's working in a similar function. It's a similar workflow to installing packages in the terminal in Linux, but it's a Windows base. And this is the way that you can remain a lot more secure. So we just press Y for yes to install. So I quite like this for Windows because when you install a fresh Windows, you can have everything up and running, your Windows Defender and everything, and then you haven't gone trolling around the internet looking for an opportunity to get a virus before you've even started installing applications. So and I'm assuming that if you've got applications that you use professionally or anything like that, you would have a disk for it, so you wouldn't have to go trolling around for those anyway. But these apps, it will just enhance your Windows experience anyway. So Libre Office is another one that's in here. You could do a search for Libre Office. And that's another one, Choco install LibreOffice. I won't do that one. So LibreOffice Fresh is the 606. You'd probably install that one. This is the 5.4 version. So you'd probably install this one here, which is the latest one. Handbrake is another one. Let's do that one. I won't do LibreOffice because that's it'd probably take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to do the ones that are a little bit not as slow, just to get through the video a lot quicker. So copy that. So you could see the advantages of having these on a text document. It would be a lot cleaner. Although go into the Chocolatey website, it's one search, you'll probably pick it up pretty quickly anyway, so it's not that hard to find. So it's not a huge problem anyway. Now the reason I'm doing Handbrake is there's two reasons here. One is to show you how it's installed, and the second reason would be to show you how to get Handbrake to read your DVDs, because it doesn't do that by default. There's another Y there, so we'll do both. And there's another one there. And there's another one there. Okay, so that's done. So let's just close that for a minute. So if we do a search for Handbrake to see that it's in here. Once upon a time when you used to do this under a standard user and you had an admin account, a lot of these wouldn't show up in the menu. You had to copy and paste them from a particular area in the folder structure into your menu folder structure, but I think that's been sorted out now by Windows because they show up no worries now. So Handbrake is there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this PC, C drive. I've got a program files by 86. We'll know if it's there or not. No, it's not there. Oh, it's been a long time since I've done this stuff, to be honest. Program files. Handbrake, there it is. So what we need to do here is, I'll give you a link to this site that I'm going to. Let's copy that. That's we don't do the 3 copy in Windows, do we? The 3-click copy. Let's go to here. Probably breaking my rules a bit here going to this one, but that's all right. It's only one website. So this one here, how to decrypt and rip DVDs with Handbrake. So what you need is you need to download the libdvdcss. So that's the 32-bit Windows version and the 64-bit. You click on that and it'll download like so. So you can save that. And then that'll download into your downloads folder. There'll probably be 2 of them now because I've downloaded it already. Oh, there it is there. So what you need to do is copy that and paste it into C drive, program files, Handbrake, and paste. You'll need administrator permissions, continue, and see that. So if somebody's trying to put malicious software on your computer and run it in the background, more than likely they can't, I would say. I'm not a complete expert at security, nowhere near it, but I do know one thing's for sure: if you have to put in a password, it's going to make it a lot harder, because normally it's just when you're running as administrator, it does warn you, but it just becomes a natural reaction to just go click yes and whatever, and at least this will pop up only when you know you're doing something. If you're not doing something, it pops up, more than likely someone else is doing it. So it's a bit of a safety net there, I believe. So there we go. So you should be able to read DVDs and CDs with that now. So if you've bought some movies and you get sick of taking them out and putting them in the DVD drive, just decrypt them and put them on your video folders, and you can play them from the comfort of your own desktop rather than pulling them out of a package all the time to load them in the drive. So that's the package install. So what we've done so far is I'm going to do an update. So cup 7-zip CD burner XP and Handbrake. Let's enter that, and let's see if there's any upgrades, which there shouldn't be because we've only just installed it. So 7-zip is the latest version, CD burner XP is the latest version, and Handbrake 1.1.1 is the latest version. So you can see there that if you had many packages, you could just keep putting a space and put them all down and update them all in one hit. Very easy to do. So that's installing packages on Windows 10. So let's just have a look at some of the packages that are available that are free anyway. I'm not going to install them all. Sorry, mate, I'm leaving. I'm not going to install them all, but we can have a look at them. There's more than likely there's Skype. Don't know how many people use Skype these days, but it's definitely there. Thunderbird. Mozilla Thunderbird, and it's got 60. So I don't know if Thunderbird runs the same versions in Linux and Windows. I would more than likely say they do. So that's already up to date. VLC is another one you could put in Windows, a good player for Windows VLC. The other one is, don't know if you heard of this one before, WinCD-EMU or EMU. That's what I call it, WinCD-EMU. Now what that does is that actually mounts ISOs. So if you've got a game or something that you like to play in Windows 10, you could actually make a copy of it with CD burner XP and copy an ISO onto your system. Then you could mount it with CD-EMU, and then you could play it from the ISO on your computer rather than physically put the disc in your DVD writer. So that's a couple of other options you've got there. And the other one is the PDF. Always you need a PDF viewer or something. So there's a PDF exchange editor. Used to be called viewer. It's all now just the one editor, I believe. All comes under the one. PDF. Let's just do PDF and see what comes up. PDF. Maybe that's not there anymore. PDF creator. PDF exchange editor, that's the one. So this thing here allows you to view PDFs in Windows, unless Windows has got it built in now. I'm not really sure about that one. But this thing also allows you to print things. Maybe I'm pretty sure it will allow you to when you go to print something, instead of printing to the printer, you'll be able to print to PDF. Probably from the browser and from Libre Office and all that sort of thing. So that should allow you to do that as well. So that's a nice little program for Windows as well. So, and quite a few of these things, Handbrake, Libre Office, Thunderbird, VLC. There's also Firefox and Google Chrome in here as well. Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome. There's Google Chrome, and also, if you need it, FFmpeg, which is always needed when you're doing anything with videos and stuff. So there's FFmpeg as well, you may need that. You also got YouTube DL, you can see here. These are all things that are used in Linux as well. So once you get familiar with these, get rid of your Windows 10 and put Linux. But for those people who are just comfortable with Windows 10, you've seen my video that I did prior to this one, installing Windows 10, and then you've got this to enhance your Windows experience by installing those things there. And you can install your Google Chrome and Firefox instead of using Microsoft Edge if you wish. And all these things will definitely help you out with your experience in Windows. So if there's anything else you need, you could more than likely look through the Chocolatey website, do a search, and you may or may not find something that you need. Even the MPV player is here as well, which is quite good. So that's installing applications in Windows 10 and also helping out with Handbrake. I'll leave those websites in the show notes. So I hope you found this info helpful. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.